and they're part of the Assyrian Empire. Now, the Assyrians were the people who were in the north, whereas the Babylonians, for the most part, had the south of Iraq. I mean, the area around Babylon and, the area that we now know today as Baghdad and Basra and all that sort of things. The Assyrians were mostly in the north. And, of course, these two civilizations replaced the earlier ones that had occupied exactly the same territories, and they were the Sumerians and the Akkadians. And these people left this incredible rich I'm going to say heresy, but a legacy, not heresy, I don't think, legacy of mythology and cosmology and ideologies, religious ideas that were adopted by the Babylonians and the Assyrians. And obviously, as we heard from Irving Finkel yesterday, and obviously later we'll be seeing the round arc tablet, is that these ideas passed from the Sumerians through to the Babylonians, and they recorded them down, and they preserved these things thousands of years later, knowing that it was part of an ancient tradition. So these winged bulls here, but I want you to have a look either side of them just before we move on. There are what's known as winged genii, and these are figures with wings on them. Some of them, in fact, there's two with human heads and two with birds' heads. And some people believe that they're actually like the role models for the angels of the Bible itself, just in the same way that Noah's Ark came from this Babylonian clay tablet story. The idea of the angels, the celestial ones at least, came from these winged genii. So you can see examples of these, if I can just show them.
In Hebrew.
Yeah. These are cherubim.
In Hebrew, yeah. In Hebrew,
is it?
Cherubim.
Oh, yes, that's it.
Caliboo.
Okay, there you go.
These are.
As Michael just pointed out, these are possibly the role models for the cherubim in Hebrew. So, but you can see either side, these figures, there's two with human heads and two with bird heads. Now, is it possible that they also represent shaman, with the heads of birds? I mean, later in the North American section, you'll actually see these bird head skulls. Not skulls, but masks that would have been worn by the priests or the shamans. Is this what you're seeing here? By the way, what they hold in their hand generally are these cones. And these cones are for offering of oils or, sort of scented water, something like this, that would be used to drip these sacred liquids to be made as offerings to the gods or the spirits. But I mean, clearly these are human forms, so you can see them either as humans or as spirits, whatever you want really. But I think that there is some kind of ancient shamanic origins to these ideas.